Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Suburban Bish, also known as Bish or Bishy. My government name is Jessica, and I just wanted to come on here and do a quick video in case you're not aware. The Bish family is going to be hosting the Bish's Notty Awards on Sunday, January 5th of next year. And I know you guys are like, why are you telling me this? Well, the nomination process has started. So if you go to my Facebook under the same name, you'll go here. It's at the top. I pinned it, and it's down a little lower here where I posted it. But basically, you click on the Google Docs form, and it will bring you here. And I kind of wanted to just go over the nomination, or the categories, I should say. And it runs from October 1st till November 1st. Once we get all the nominations in, then we're going to start the voting process. So all the nominations will be put in, and then everybody will have their time to do the voting process. And then that will be in November. And then in December, we're going to have the time to put everything together, because we're also making awards for this. So it'll either be something Mr. Bish has made or something I have made. So it'll like a shelf sitter award. Plus the winners of the categories get an Amazon gift card. Right now, each of the categories is at $15 for their gift card. It could go up because we are getting donations from people that want to put money towards it, so that can increase over the next couple months. So, but for right now, every category has $15. So the categories are best new seller. They have to be a seller 6 months or less. And it's got to be in the Whatnot crafter community, crafting supplies community, or ephemera. We're not doing all of Whatnot. We're sticking strictly to these categories because that's where I am as a seller. So that's what I wanted to do this. And if you're like, why did you think to do this? Well, I had a dream one night that I had done something like this, and I talked to a couple people, and they were like, you should really do that. I think it sounds like fun. And then trying to figure out how to do it, because originally I was going to do a train, and I was like, I didn't want to add more pressure on myself having to worry if those people for the train were going to all show up. I just didn't want more stress, so I can rely on myself. So I figured, why don't I just have it with my family and we're going to do Willa Bish with it as well. So, if you've been to my shows, so Willa Bish, you run an auction, and then, usually we do it with Crafty Crime, and we reveal a clue, but instead of revealing a clue, we're going to be going through a category, that's nominated. So that's how we're going to do it this time. And we'll see how it goes. It's our first award show, and we're excited. We are well into prepared, so it's not a last minute thing, so we're able to really focus on all this, so I'm excited. All right, back to the categories. So we have best new seller, and then like when you come and answer, you would put this here. They're not required answers, so if you're like, I don't know any sellers, you don't have to answer it. Best supporting Whatnotter. You could put this as a seller or a buyer or somebody who just supports your chats. Just on the top of my head, Jules is in almost every show that I've ever seen, and she's always in there. I know she doesn't buy a lot, but she's always in there cheering you on, saying hello to everybody. So that's an example. As somebody you can put in there. And again, it could be a seller or a buyer, but it's got to be within that category. And please, when you guys are putting your answers, if you guys can put their Whatnot names, because I don't know everybody's government name. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't remember everybody. All right, best show setup. So this is like, if you go to their show and you're like, oh my god, I love how it's all laid out, this and this, it's so organized, it's pretty, whatever, that's the category for this one. Best creative shows. Oh, here's the other thing I forgot to mention. None of the Bish family is participating in nominations, so we've already been nominated a couple of times, and we've been trying to tell everybody, but we don't want to be nominated. We're doing this for you guys. By you guys participating in the nomination part and the voting part is recognition for us. So you guys are going to have to really think about some of these categories, because I know like the one that I got nominated so far the most right now is Best Mod, and even though I appreciate it, that's not what this was meant for. So Best Creative Shows, I'll remind you of a couple just on the top of my head, but Shabby Shenanigans, she does like Naughty Bingo. She also had a pretty cool 1K award, 1K celebration, or was it 2K followers, something like that, where she did Cards Against Humanity and like a wheel kind of thing. That was kind of fun. Ohio Nurse recently did a game show on her show, so just a couple to keep in mind. I'm sure there's plenty of others I'm forgetting. I'm just at the top of my head helping putting some out there. Best demos or live crafting sessions. There's so many of us. Like there's Kristen Louise, there's Junk Paper Scissors, there's Hazy that will go on. Ohio Nurse, as a matter of fact, right now, because it's 9/19, is currently working on her recipe book. There's tons of people who did demos or live crafting sessions, so be sure to put in your favorite one. Here's the category. Sorry, my video went out because my phone went off. So Best Mod, you guys are going to have to think of somebody besides me that mods. It could be somebody who mods your show, somebody you see in somebody else's shows. And again, if you can't think of anybody, they're not required, so you can skip it. Best Packaging. Think about those orders that you get and you're always like, oh man, they have the greatest packaging. Not only is your stuff arrived, but it's cute packaging. Maybe they include couple little extras every time that they do their packages, or something that makes you think like, yes, they have the best packaging. On the top of my head, Maria's Miscellany, she always like wraps her stuff in either like fabric or tissue paper, or she's done patterns. It's always something I look forward to when I get a package from her, to see what the extra little things she does. So keep in mind for that. Best use of reused materials. That's a fun category. We have lots of people in that one. Best use of Tim Holtz products. So you guys have just recently seen Tim Holtz Halloween, and try to remember some of the people that were on there and how you felt. Maybe use Tim Holtz products, or maybe they're not on that train and you're like, no, I like this person's way of using Tim Holtz better. And then we have best use of ephemera. Top of my head, no matter what, Ohio Nurse, she's not afraid to dive right in with her ephemera. She doesn't even photocopy it. She's just like, use it, you can buy some more. That's the first person that I think of, but there's tons of people that use ephemera in their items. Best YouTube. Kristen Louise had really challenged a lot of people about getting on YouTube. So there's quite a few of us that are on YouTube now. So be sure to put your favorite on there. Again, it's got to be in the Whatnot category. It can't be somebody that you guys watch that's not on Whatnot, because that's not the point of this show. I'm cold. Best train theme. Like I just mentioned, we just had Tim Holtz Halloween. I do know that I was a part of that, so if it does get nominated, I'm not gonna like say no, Midwest and Sherry, you can't have that. I will just, if for whatever reason they win, I will forfeit my gift card and give it to them to split. So just letting you know, I do want you to encourage Tim Holtzeween as a category or as a nomination as in a vote if that's something you truly want to do. But that's how that one's gonna go down. Best train conductor team. This is what I was talking about right here. Please do not include Midwest and Wicked Cherry in that if this is who you feel is the best train conductor team for that. You also have Junk Journal Jamboree, which is Abby. I don't know if it's Abby in Love or just Abstractory. You have the My Favorites train, which is Love Be My Motive Studio, and I don't know if it's Tabby and stuff. Not really sure. Sorry, but if you just put like who the train conductor is, I will make sure that they get recognition that the whole team does. I'm a conductor too, but I don't count. But I can't remember everybody who helps on it because sometimes it changes as well. You guys also have conductors like Y Delaney Y and Red Rock. They've done a bunch of trains. So yeah, and there's some that are in different categories like the oddities too. I know Darling Dover and Afternoon Antique Company, I believe, did some trains as well. So just try to think outside the box on who your favorite one is. Best ephemera seller, top of my head, you have Charity Vintage, Gen 717, Mighty Annie, Before Time Shop. There's quite a few best ephemera sellers in there, in my opinion. Best crafty supply seller, top of my head, Andrea Cranage. There's tons, I know there is, but just trying to help you guys remember a couple. Best creator, okay. This doesn't just have to be junk journal category. You guys can think of other people outside of this. It could be the oddities that use ephemera and different things like that. It could be somebody like H&M Ironworks who works with recycled materials. It could be a paper crafter. It could be an upcycler. It could be anybody who you feel is the best creator on whatnot. So those are the categories. Once you have them filled in, or if you're not sure who you want to fill in, you hit submit. It's all, even if you log into your Google, I can't see who did it. It just automatically sends it to me anonymously. Now you can only do this once, okay, per email. So if you have multiple Gmail emails, then you could do that. I did get some messages asking how they do it if they don't have a Gmail account. So what I would recommend on that is one of two things. You can message me on Whatnot and say, I don't have a Google account. How can I vote? I will send you the list of all of this in a Whatnot messenger, and you just send me who you want to vote for, and I will just put it in my Excel form of all the people who got nominated, so nobody's excluded. Hopefully that kind of helps. Again, it's going to be Sunday, January 5th is the show. I do have it scheduled, so be sure to bookmark it and get your guys' nominations in. And then after the nomination process, we go to voting, and then December will be a little quiet because we're going to be making the awards for everybody. And it'll be either Mr. Bish, like a wood carving kind of thing, or maybe something like a upcycled award from me. Oh my god, I am freezing. So I'm gonna go get warmed up. I turned off the heater because I wanted you guys to be able to hear me okay. And yeah, so that's the nominations. Again, You guys can find this on my Facebook page, The Suburban Bish. It's pinned at the top. You go to nominations here, click on it. You would have to sign in. I'm already signed in. And then you just fill it out right underneath each category. If you don't know who it is, you skip it. Once you're done with all of your nominations, you hit submit. And that's all you have to do. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.